What do I even say? What? After years, literal years, it's finally... A is finally revealed, and it's Cece. Hey guys, my name is Taye, and today I am literally the most confused. I just don't... I'm overwhelmed, you could say. Okay, so obviously, Pretty Little Liars. It happened. The season finale for season 6A, 6A is finally revealed, Okay, so season 6 finale, it happened, and we know who A is, and we know everything, kind of, not really. Okay, so this video is gonna be cut up into sections. First part is gonna be my thoughts, then unanswered questions, then plot holes, then who I think is after the girls. Okay, so starting with my thoughts. I loved it. I loved this episode so much, and I can't even begin to explain how much I loved it. I know a lot of people, I took the time to kind of go over social media before I made this video, and a lot of people are really disappointed with the outcome. And I could get why people could feel a little underwhelmed with it, because Cece being A isn't really like the biggest shock, but there's other reasons to be happy as to why she's A or who she is. Also, I could see maybe where other people are coming from, because I am not a long-time viewer. I only started watching the show over this summer, and I caught up with it. But as for people who actually have been waiting for all these years just to find out Cece is A, I could kind of see why you'd be mad. It's a little anticlimactic. Is that how you say the word? I loved that they made her transgendered, or I mean, they didn't make her, she was always transgender. I don't know if they always had the intention of her being transgender, but also it left a lot of doors open that they decided to do that. One, because obviously representation is everything, is literally everything, and they did it so flawlessly and without anyone even like questioning as to why she was the way she is. Well, obviously the dad was transphobic, but I'm saying like the girls. And I loved it because it tied up so much things that I just was like, what? Yeah, overall, I think the episode was phenomenal. Oh my god. I loved it so much. And it's like a lot of the stuff that happened in the episode was slightly unrealistic, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was iffy, but it was still a good episode to me. I think one of my favorite parts was Emily punching Sarah, otherwise known as Shower. I always wondered why she took so many showers. She was probably trying to wash away her sins. So a question is, did I see Cece coming as A? She was definitely on my A list. I wanted A to be Hannah so badly. I wanted A/Redco to be Hannah/Caleb. I wanted Caleb to actually be A and then Hannah to be Redcoat, but really like the mastermind. I think that would have been such an epic reveal. Oh my god. That would have been talked about for years and years and years after the show ended, for real. Pretty Little Liars is a pretty groundbreaking show, and to have Hannah be A, that would have been for real crazy. And for all those people who were debating on whether A is a boy or girl, there you go. A is a girl. Okay, enough about what I think. I'm going to read to you some unanswered questions. These questions are questions I came up with myself, a lot of them, and then some of them I got off of Tumblr, so, you know, go and look on Tumblr, I guess. Also, they could possibly answer some of these questions, like, you know, when the show comes back on, but a lot of these questions I feel like aren't gonna get answered, so here we go. Who killed Jessica? Who is the girl from Spencer's Nightmares? Why did Mona decide to call herself A? Why did A only sign with kisses in the 3rd season? Who is Varjak? How did Ian know Allison was alive? Why did Mona want the NAT club dead? Why did Ian kill himself? And by the way, for those of you who are confused about it, Ian wasn't killed by Mona, who was A at the time. He killed himself. Who attempted to kill Jason in the elevator? Who almost got Allison pregnant? What were Melissa and Cece talking about the night of Allison's death? Did the moms ever get out the basement? How did Mona know all the secrets she wasn't present for? Why did Cece dress as a man in the dollhouse? Why did Allison change her last name in the last scene of the finale? So, you know, those are just some questions to think about. Now I'm gonna move on to some plot holes that were in the episode, because these could potentially change everything about the A reveal. So Cece says she has been in Radley for her whole life and was put in there, you know, when she was a little kid and everything. But that couldn't have been true, because while Hannah was flipping through the Rosewood yearbook, if you remember, she saw a picture of Garrett, Ian, Jason, and Cece. Now that doesn't make any sense, because at the time Cece would have been at Radley, so that puts a plot hole into her even being at Radley, at least her whole life. Cece says that Bethany murdered Toby's mom when they were 12 years old, but that would make no sense, because in Toby's flashback, his mom was present while he was a teenager. So that would have meant that either Bethany didn't kill Toby's mom, or Toby was never born, or at least had never met his mom. Wilden couldn't have covered up the death because him and Cece are around the same age, which would have meant he was a kid himself when the murder took place. He wouldn't have been a cop, so therefore he couldn't have covered up the murder of Toby's mom, that is. Now on to who I think it could be after the girls. Okay, so I don't think this person is necessarily after the girls per se. I just think he's involved in a bigger way. I think he could be after the girls, maybe, but also I think he could potentially become the next A. I think Ren is really up there and is really sketchy. I mean, he always has been, and with this season finale, it rose a bunch of questions about him. So here's some questions about Ren. Why did Ren help Cece see Mona? Why did Eddie not trust and really dislike Ren? Why did Ren draw a picture of Redcoat? What did Ren talk to Mona about in Radley? See, those questions alone could potentially prove that A is involved in, or not A, Ren is involved in something. Wow, slip of the tongue. And plus, Ren has mysteriously always disappeared at random times and then shows up out of nowhere. Literal nowhere. I think Ren has always been involved in the A game and has been silently, if I could speak, watching from the sidelines. I think Ren is dangerous, to be honest. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. Tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Start a debate. Just tell me what you think, or the questions, or you know, whatever. Again, the episode was really, really good to me. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but whatever. Hashtag haters. No, I'm just kidding. If you didn't like it, I mean, that's totally valid. Not everyone's gonna like it, but there's some people who are hating, which is just like, why? So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. So I'ma go. If you want, you can follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, and YouNow and stuff, and you can follow me and become a fan and all that good stuff. And other than that, I will see you later, alligator.
My best friend Brenda, she finna, oh, go best friend, that's my best friend, yeah.